Hi, my name is Chris Hendley, and this is the music scene.
From our studios in Kokomo, Indiana, welcome to the music scene. With your hosts, Jacqueline Lobdell and Jacob Pyle, along with this week's special guests, Chaise and Chris Hendley. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacqueline Lobdell and Jacob Pyle.
Thank you, Butch McKay. Welcome to the music scene. My name is Jacqueline Lobdell.
And my name is Jacob Pyle. Glad to have you with us. Each week on the music scene, we will feature 3 special guests. Plus, a little later in the show, I will be performing a song as well, in addition to this week's music scene producer's pick. And we'll tell you more about the music scene producer's pick when we get to that portion of the show. And by the way, I should mention as well that Jacqueline Lobdell's birthday was this past Friday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Jacob. It's good to be another year older. So, anyways, Jacob, you got our first guest this week?
I sure do, Jacqueline. This first guest is a music teacher, a singer, and a really good piano player. Would you please welcome to the music scene, Chris Hendley. Chris, welcome to the music scene. Go ahead and tell us a little something about yourself.
Hi, my name is Chris. I am a retired educator, taught for 30 years, and have always performed semi-professionally along the way, as long as time would allow me to do. And I am now fully retired, and am looking to trying to find different creative projects to be a part of. And so I'm kind of hoping that this might be something that would work out. I'm a dad. I have a 26-year-old son, and what else? That's it. And two little fur babies.
Now, what got you interested in singing and performing?
I started singing in high school under duress. Actually, I was in band, but the choral director at my high school pulled me aside one day and said, "You're in choir, no choice." He signed me up. I started there and fell in love with it at that point. I didn't really start performing until college, and that's when I started getting into theater and musical theater, and fell in love with the stage, and have been doing it ever since.
What do you like best about singing and performing?
The challenge of singing is always been both a curse and a blessing, because I love doing it, but it takes so much work and preparation. I don't think people realize what singers have to go through to perform. We have to learn not just words, we have to learn the words, we have to learn the technique, the style of the song. We have to make sure that we can sing it without being nervous, or at least without showing it. But that's the challenge that I actually like. I now it's just kind of second nature for me. The other thing that I love about performing is just it connects you in a way that you can't get in daily life. At least for, I guess, maybe for singers, for musicians, find that connection, especially with each other. But I also find a connection with the audience, and that is so intoxicating that it makes me want to keep coming back for more and more and more and more.
What would be your advice to anybody that would be interested in becoming a singer or performer?
Practice. Practice a lot. You have to hone your craft, and you have to be ready for anything. Especially, as I was saying, when you get up on stage and the nerves hit, you've got to be ready for that moment. So the more prepared you are, the less that those nerves are going to affect you. The longer you've performed, the less it's an issue. But I'm a teacher of singing also, so all of my students struggle with stage fright, and there's no way to get over stage fright. You just have to get up there and do it. But if you're not prepared, you're going to have a very bad experience, and you're going to probably not want to go back. So the advice is be as prepared as you can. You know that song forwards, you know it backwards, you know those words, you write them out, you do whatever you can to be prepared so that when you get up there and those nerves hit, it doesn't bother you. Or if they do hit and it messes you up, you're able to keep going, because if you're not prepared, you're going to fall apart on stage.
All right. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to Chris Hendley now, as he is going to be performing a song for us from Walt Disney's Beauty and the Beast entitled Evermore. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Hendley.
I was the one who had it all. I was the master of my fate. I never needed anybody in my life. I learned the truth too late. I'll never shake away the pain. I close my eyes, but she's still there. I let her steal into my melancholy heart. It's more than I can bear. Now I know she'll never leave me, even as she runs away. She will still torment me, calm me, hurt me, move me, come what may. Waiting in my lonely tower, waiting by an open door. I'll fool myself, she'll walk right in and be with me forevermore. I rage against the trials of love. I curse the fading of the light. Though she's already flown so far beyond my reach, she's never out of sight. Now I know she'll never leave me, even as she fades from view. She will still inspire me, be a part of everything I do. Waiting in my lonely tower, waiting by an open door. I'll fool myself, she'll walk right in. And as the long, long nights begin, I'll think of all that might have been, waiting here forevermore.
Now, where can we listen to your music?
Yeah, I do. I have a YouTube channel. I have actually two. One is the one that I was using before I started applying for a lot of things. I've just set up a new channel, and it's got one piece on it already, and it's called, I just set it up today. What's the name of it? It's called Chris for the Voice. But if you'll just look up my name, Christopher Hendley, Hendley, you'll be able to find it. And then I can send a link to you later if you need me to. But yeah, there's that, and I also have another YouTube channel under my name, Christopher Hendley, that's got some of my stage work performing excerpts on it also, and a commercial that I did.
Chris Hendley, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for dropping by. Jacqueline?
Thank you, Jacob. It's time for this week's Music Scene Quickie, and we have a special treat for all of you. Now, you guys have noticed how for the past few weeks at the end of the show, Jacob and I have been reminding you to wash your hands, don't touch your face, and stay at home if you don't have to go anywhere, which are all obvious things to keep yourself protected from the coronavirus. And, of course, you all know our announcer, Butch McCain, by now. But what you may not know is that Butch McCain also has a cousin by the name of Cousin Jed, who sings really good. And Cousin Jed has a song about the coronavirus called The Old Corona Blues. Ladies and gentlemen, Cousin Jed.
Well, I've looked all over for some toilet paper, but I can't find a single roll. And the leaves in my yard are looking pretty good as the world spins out of control. The old Corona Blues about to drag me down. Hearing about the virus all spreading around. All this business of social distance that I hear on my evening news, that's why I can't lose these old Corona Blues. Oh, how I long to see us flatten the curve and put all this mess behind us, from sheltering in place and not touching our face and washing our hands of this virus. The old Corona Blues about to drag me down. Hearing about the virus all spreading around, and all this business of social distance that I hear on my evening news, that's why I can't lose these old Corona Blues. That's why I can't lose these old Corona Blues.
Thank you, Cousin Jed. By the way, Cousin Jed has asked that if you just send him some toilet paper, he'll be a real friend to the end. Well, I'll see what I can find for your Cousin Jed. But in the meantime, here to perform a song for us is my co-host here on the music scene, Jacob Pyle.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Clap your hands. Early in the evening, just about supper time, over by the courthouse, they're starting to unwind. 4 kids on the corner, trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out and he blows it on the harp. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. Rooster hits the washboard and people just gotta smile. Think he thumbs the gut bass and solos for a while. Poor boy twangs the rhythm out on his kalamazoo, and Willie goes into a dance and doubles on kazoo. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. You don't need a penny, just hang around. But if you got a nickel, won't you lay your money down? Over on the corner, there's a happy noise. People come from all around to watch the magic boy. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, Out in the street, Willie and the four boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the four boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. Alright. Thank you. Jacqueline.
Thank you, Jacob. Moving on to our next guest. This lady is a singer, actress, and musician. Please welcome our special guest for this week, Chaise Brower. Hey, Chaise. Welcome to the music scene. Go ahead and tell us a little something about yourself.
Okay, so hi, I'm Chaise. I have been writing and singing and recording music for about 9 years now. And I just released my song, Feel Something, a few months ago.
Tell us how you got started in singing and performing.
I got started in singing when I was a little girl. I went and did my kindergarten graduation, and they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said a singer. And a few years went by, and I learned guitar, I learned piano, I started writing my own music, I started singing, and my parents were like, she is not a good singer. So unfortunately, I didn't come out of the womb with this ability. So I started practicing and doing vocal warm-ups and stuff like that, and I ended up improving a lot around when I was a teenager, and that has helped me pursue my passion.
What do you like best about singing and performing?
What I like best about singing is the songwriting process. I like to tell my side of the story and feel like heard and seen and listened to, because sometimes we don't feel that way in real life, and I get to express all that through my singing.
What would be your advice for anybody that would be interested in singing and performing?
I would say that even if you don't feel like you have the talent necessary to become a singer, if it's something you're passionate about and you practice, you can become successful.
What's the name of your song you'll be doing for us?
The name of my song that I'll be performing is called Vanity, and I wrote it about 8 years ago.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Chaise Brower.
Things I'm so captivated by all the pretty things that leave me so deeply inside. I know you're the only way of life. All is vanity and all is vanity and all is vanity without you.
Chaise Brower, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go, where can we listen to your music?
You can listen to my music anywhere you stream music, so that's Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. I have a YouTube channel that you can subscribe to that I do a lot of covers on. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is at CHAISE music.
Chaise Brower, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck. Now, if you want to be a guest on the music scene, just like Chaise Brower, here's Butch McCain to tell you how to do it. Butch?
Thank you, Jacqueline. If you want to be a guest on the music scene, send an email to Jacob Pyle at jtpyle1@aol.com. Or if you prefer snail mail, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope and a video of you doing your song to the music scene. Care of Jacob Pyle Productions, 2241 West Jefferson Street, Apartment A213, Kokomo, Indiana, 46901. There will be a $5 shipping fee if you want your videos returned. Back to you, Jacob.
Thank you, Butch. And now it's time for this week's Music Scene Producer's Pick, where each week we will re-show a song which I feel is the best song of the week, and we will re-show that one the following week. Now, before I announce who the Music Scene Producer's Pick is for this week, here are the artists that appeared on last week's show in alphabetical order. Flounder Warehouse for Once in My Life. Chaos Light.
Go ahead
Work.
and put that work in. Laziness is a sin. Lift up your fellow artists. There's room for all of us, my friends. And if you stand in our way, you're gonna rest in peace. Would we dismember your members and then leave you deceased?
And Sasha Pavlovic, At Last.
My love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song.
This week's Music Scene Producer's Pick is Chaos Light. Work.
A genius, huh? What does that mean, genius? So I was not born with a whole lot of natural talent, not gifted like Neji, but I work hard and I never give up. That is my gift. That is my ninja way.
Doesn't change a thing. The sad fact is, you'll never beat me, no matter how hard you work.
They think I was blessed with talent, don't know how to submit. Everything I've earned has been through tears and no regrets. Know what I'm saying? I've been praying, looking for advice. What should I do with my life? Find the knife, so I'll find these rhymes, yeah. And as I grow up, I'm watching you bitches go suck on that future stream of media. The main populace is popping. To have talent, probably not, but I do have drive that'll never stop. Only real artist gonna last here and putting in work will put you in the past, so here we go. Go ahead and put that work in. Laziness is a sin. Lift up your fellow artists. There's room for all of us, my friends. And if you stand in our way, you're gonna rest in peace. Would we dismember your members and then leave you deceased? So go and put that work in. So go and put that work in. Work, push, fight, grind. Work, push, fight, grind. So go and put that work in. So go and put that work in. I'm confident, but my thought process I can't dismiss as I won't cut it to erase that fear. Work on my career, push out the things that I hold dear. Nah, man, that's not for me. My mind's already cloudy. Someone God, please give me a sign. I'm losing sleep in the state of mind. All my vices and devices to the dust inside my hand. All I wanna do is be the very best man that I can. All of this writing and acting is a selfish attempt to help someone else so that I'll stop hating myself. So I can look into the mirror without wanting to cry. So I can find some sort of reason why the hell I'm alive. This art is all I got, so when I see others play around with the very thing that keeps me bound, I wanna beat them out with this sound. So I will. Go ahead and put that work in. Laziness is a sin. Lift up your fellow artists. There's room for all of us, my friends. And if you stand in our way, you're gonna rest in peace. Would we dismember your members and then leave you deceased? So go and put that work in. So go and put that work in. Work, push, fight, grind. Work, push, fight, grind. So go and put that work in. So go and put that work in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Brower.
Without reservation, you've captured my attention. I can't think of anyone now without satisfaction, withholding your intentions, making a fool of me.
Unfortunately, we are running short on time, so I'm afraid that's going to do it for us this week.
But before we leave, Jacob and I would like to thank all of our special guests for joining us this week. Chaise Brower, Chris Hendley, along with our usual cast of regulars. Yours truly, Jacqueline Lobdell, and fabulously talented voice of Butch McCain.
Please make sure that you're remembering to wash your hands and don't touch your face and stay at home whenever possible, because we would love to see you guys next time, where our special guests will be Micah DeVerger, Porla Dia, and your boy Breeze from Mayor. We hope you guys can join us then.
And with that, that's going to do it for this week. Thank you for joining us.
I'm Jacob Pyle.
And I'm Jacqueline Lobdell. Until next time, always remember to keep a smile on your face.
And a song on your heart. Goodbye, everyone.
For the music scene, I'm Butch McCain.